that did not
hanging dog
work
is?
out. I'm sorry. That did not work out with Mr. Black like I'd hoped.
Alrighty.
I will send you some more specifics with the details. However, I was going to plan on trying to go down to Saint Denis, talk to the gunsmith there.
Yes, sir.
Would that be sufficient, or would that be too presumptuous?
Oh, no, that's actually who I'd had a brief conversation with about myself.
I've already
Well,
met him. He's a very nice gentleman. He even actually, due to the fact that I kind of, while I was on duty yesterday, helped out his, I believe, sister. He gave me some free rifle ammo today. He's actually a very nice man.
well,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Perfect. Well, uh, now I did get an offer from Mr. Black, but it's the same offer he's offering the Marshal Service.
Oh, yeah?
For between, I think he said, I quoted, I think 6 pistols at $420. The mats they already had, they were not a concern.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's not bad, but we'll at least have a conversation at St. Denis first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did not do a commitment. He was very busy, I might say,
I gotcha.
so I did not linger.
I
But
understand.
if you do not mind, I will go down to Saint Denis and talk to them and see what we want to be able to work out.
Excellent. Yeah, next time you're down around there, see if you can stop in and have a conversation for me.
Yes, sir. I'll do it.
Excellent. Well, let's
Yes, sir.
take a ride up and get introduced to the natives.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, ma'am, we're following you.
Alrighty. Let's hope no wolves.
Well, I've been clearing out quite a mess of them.
Believe it or not, I've been attacked right here, coming out of Strawberry.
Right? I rode out of town a little earlier and there's a damn black bear sitting in the road.
Yeah, there's a little black bear that likes to sit up there on the ridge and watch Strawberry. I don't know why. I think it's curious of people, but it's afraid now to go visit.
Right.
Gentle Ben.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's just a gentle little teddy bear. Reminds me of an old friend of mine.
Yeah, he's gonna have to find him a better spot to sit and watch, because I can't have him scaring the local populace.
Maybe if you try putting some berries and fish out a little bit further away, kind of get him used to saying, hey, you stay over here, we won't have any problems. And kind of give him a reward for staying over there. Kind of like how you train a dog.
Right. I'd sure hate to turn him into a rug or a chair to throw.
Now, I will have to warn you, my brother's a little standoffish with outsiders, as they call them, which is us.
Ah, I gotcha.
Unfortunately, in our old state, he was done very wrong by the federals along with his own deputies. It was pretty much just me and my husband that really stood up for him.
Well, if they're going to be living here in West Elizabeth, I want to make sure that I have good working relations with them.
Fully understand. Just give me forewarning. If he seems a little standoffish or comes off a little hostile, and just pop him over the head. I know he's working on his fears of dealing with people, but he's still got a good heart. He does.
Right.
He just comes off a little harsh.
Well, once we get closer, then let us know, and me and Mr. Law will holster our weapons. I figure if we ride in with weapons out, that's only going to make things a little worse.
Yeah, I will agree. You are very much correct. I just hope they're not down in Lemoyne getting tobacco again. I know they're going down there for their pipe tobacco.
Oh, I need a good pack of cigarettes.
You and me both. My husband and me have been trying to figure out how to get them. We are driving ourselves nuts trying to figure it out.
I've even thought about just stopping at one of the bars, seeing if they had some.
I have. They have nowhere to buy anything.
I missed my pipe.
Yeah.
Now, I will warn you. I wouldn't do that just yet. I know people people think bringing animals to natives is an offering, but sometimes they take offense to it. That's all people think they want. Also, there is a moose that is out here. Please, for God heaven's sake, don't touch it. My brother will lose his shit. The moose is what they consider sacred.
Good to know.
They were telling me earlier, Silo, that anything left of Mount Shan is proper hunting, but anything on the right is more of a don't touch with the natives, you see.
Ah, good.
Yeah, this
And
side of the big valley is where they're trying to get their treaty from. The very back there in the mountains to about, I believe, Wallace Station is what my brother is talking about.
Oh, okay, up around Wallace. I can work with that.
And like my brother said, he doesn't mind people hunt. There's just two animals he does not want touched, which would be the moose, which is their sacred animal, and the black bears.
Hey, I don't have any issue
You
with
might want to go
that.
ahead and holster your weapons, boys.
Go ahead and hang it up there.
And if you see off to your right there, Law, that's would be what they call hanging dog, which is where they're primarily the tribe lives.
Oh, very well.
Damn ears are acting up on me.
You're fine. Trust me, I've had that issue too lately. Feels like my ears keep popping every time I come out here. Might be the mountain.
You
A little
know,
different from down in Lemoyne.
it is such a beautiful area out here, though.
Yeah, I love it out here. And I see someone on the roof. Looks like Bro's sitting up there hanging out again.
Should we let you approach first?
Yeah, let me go ahead and go up first.
We'll, just wait by the sign.
Yep. He should be good. Unless he's gonna come meet us first.
We'll hang back by the sign outside the fence.
Hey, brother.
We'll hold up right here till they tell us it's okay. Because I do want to make sure that we get off on good terms.
Oh, yes, I've already traded with him this morning.
Excellent. See, Mr. Law, that's why you're just a damn good deputy. You know what I want to accomplish before I even have to tell you.
Kindred spirits, you see.
I've been in my head for just a moment. I got a daydream.
Yes, sir.
All right, sorry about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quite a few.
Ooh, midnight, you got dusty out there, boy.
Bop you through the head with my rifle butt? Don't start me?
You've been spending too much time around concrete, though.
Sheriff Knight, this is my big brother. He goes by Nateo in this tribe. He's their chief.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure.
And this gentleman to my right here, this is Deputy Law. He's my main deputy.
Yeah, I've met Deputy Law a few times now.
Excellent. I hope it was on good terms.
Oh, it was. I told him to come by.
Yes, sir. Being the sheriff here in West Elizabeth, I wanted the opportunity to meet and talk to you myself.
That's what Deputy Law was talking about earlier, saying that you had a couple of propositions or something for me and my people.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited that y'all are working on a treaty to get set up here in West Elizabeth, and I'd really like for us to work together.
I have no problem doing so when it comes to certain situations. Like I was telling Deputy Law and a few other people, granted, Big Valley is not our land yet, but it is our home.
Yes, sir.
And we have simple rules. We don't mind hunting, but overhunting is the problems.
Yes, sir.
And then with the whole elk situation, the elk's carcass just lays there and rot. It's not worth it. I've been trying to get people to hunt the deer instead of the elk.
Yes, sir. And with those rotting carcasses, that tends to bring out some nasty predators.
Yeah, I just had to take 16 wolves to Strawberry earlier.
Oh, wow. We've had quite a nightmare with those last few days.
Well, it's a good thing about me. I'm a good shot.
And the wolves. Me and Hunt had to deal with 2 cougars attacking us at once yesterday.
That's your fault for living in Ansburg.
Oh, Hansburg.
I
Well,
wanted to move to Murder Kitty Capital.
yes, sir. I know, apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to interrupt you.
But, the two to my left here, these are both my wives.
Ladies, it's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Ladies,
meet you, V. Pleasure to meet you, I'm Gay.
Yeah, that gets confusing.
Vivian Hunt,
charmed, I'm sure.
Chief, what would you prefer that we address you as?
Nateo's fine.
Nateo?
After all, yeah, Nateo. Right now, it's until I actually have a treaty and actually have land, I'm not really chief of anything.
I understand, and I can respect that. Yes, sir. Especially with y'all living out here, this is it's a little harder right now for me to get my deputies up north to patrol.
That's why when we're living out here, we take care of what we have here. It's in our treaty agreement that we sent to the governor already, as well as our bylaws.
Excellent. And one proposition I would like for you to consider and put to all of you people, I would consider it an honor if you would designate one of your people to be one of my deputies. They would be a full deputy of my office and have jurisdiction throughout this county. Of course, I would want them to focus and take care of the area right here around where y'all are trying to get established. They would address any needs that y'all would have in regards to my other deputies, and if y'all needed me for anything. Like I said, it's just a proposition I'd like to put to you, and please.
Currently, we have no warriors within the tribe except for myself.
If you want, bro, you can transfer over to his department. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, you want me to transfer out of your department to his department when it's just me and you and fucking up.
Well, like, I also have Callahan, and my dad's put in his application for it, so I'm not fully alone. I can handle myself. I'm a big girl now.
You just want to get rid of me, I see how it is.
No, I want you to take care of your family. Like you helped me take care of mine.
told you in the last state after I was thrown out that my tribe comes first. You know this.
I think
And
I'm sure I love you.
regardless, you're still family.
Well, I
Like,
respect a
she's
man
kinda
who will
very
take care of his family.
Oh, I'll make sure my family wants for nothing. I'll go without.
That makes me truly happy to hear, sir. It's rare to find men who stand by those beliefs to make sure their family is cared for and has everything they need.
Hell, my wife had a rifle and pistol before I did.
You, sir, are truly a man of honor. And for that you have my utmost respect.
Learn to have a beauty.
I do believe, sir, we can truly make everything quite wonderful for all of us. Now, I know it's not official, since the governor's office hasn't made it official, but as far as I'm concerned, this property already does belong to y'all. And it will be treated as such by myself and my deputies.
I appreciate it. Currently, right now, I'm worried about if our borders will actually be improved because what we're asking for is quite a lot of land. But at the same time, the amount of land that we're asking for, it's not, as you see, a third of it is the valley, is the lavender fields, and what you see open here is good for hunting. The rest of it's all wooded terrain, rocky mountain. Nothing there for anybody to use.
Yes, sir.
Our biggest thing is we want to protect this valley because we do have two sacred animals in this valley. One is our moose, and the other is the black bear.
Yes, sir. Did the governor's office tell you what the state did with West Elizabeth County?
No.
Just to the north, we have what used to be Amberino. It's where the original Wapiti Reservation was. That county was so desolate and unoccupied that the state dissolved the county. So Amberino was split between West Elizabeth and New Hanover.
Probably splits the railroad track.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at any of the maps, there's a little dotted line runs halfway through where it's marked as Amberino. That's where we divided it.
Railroad track's right above Valentine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I've got a huge area to take care of, and I've only got a few deputies to help me there. And I know you're working with your sister down in Des Moines.
Des Moines small as hell.
Yeah, but it's got a huge population down there.
It does.
If your sister is not opposed, I would have no issue in granting you a commission under my office for when you are home.
It's up to you, sis.
I have no problem with that.
So that way, when you are here in West Elizabeth, if you needed to address something as a deputy, you would still have authority and right to do so. And then that way you can keep your employment with your sister until you're satisfied that her office is established and she'll be well taken care of. And
If you two prefer, we can go inside and talk. Instead of standing out here in the middle where it's getting dark and wolves can come out.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with wolves again.
that would be much appreciated.
Girls, do you mind taking their horses to the stables?
Now, Midnight, you behave yourself. Don't give these ladies no trouble, you hear me?
Oh, real.
He's a stubborn horse, but he's a good one.
Shane's a little temperamental, I'd say. Howdy.
Ooh.
It's not much, but it's all.
Well, this is quite lovely.
Home is where the heart is.
I've raised 3 kids here. No, 4.
It's
Excellent.
a rock and lean-to.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, but you know, a nice warm fire is always a good thing.
You 2 hungry by chance?
Definitely work in that direction.
Well, so I can say that I have not maintained this girlish figure by turning down a meal.
Oh, I'll say this. With as many wolves as I've had to kill today, just, make sure that the valley's peaceful. I have about 40 uncooked big game meat.
Yes, sir. I've got
I never wanted to turn one down, sir. I may have some items on trade that you might be able to use as well, sir.
Depends on the items.
Are you in need of wood, sir?
Actually, at the moment, I am.
well, actually,
There you go. There's some 6 big game meat for you. It's not much, but we make do with what we have here.
Now, this is perfect.
there you are, sir. I didn't have a whole lot of wood with me, but there's 5 good logs.
Appreciate it. Believe it or not, I prefer hunting wolves over hunting anything else in the valley.
And that is greatly appreciated.
Well, I will say this, wolves pay fucking great.
They really do.
As long as you're not full on fur, they pay well.
And I'm hoping we can get this wolf population under control, because
Right now in Strawberry, if you have a permanent wolf pelt, the Strawberry will pay you $4 for the carcass, $4 for the pelt, and then anywhere between $12 to $24 for the fur.
wow.
Yeah. Currently, that's how I've made all my money, just to be able to support my family and make sure they have their weapons and everything they need. Because currently, we're trying to figure out how to make bowstrings so we can make our bows. That's our biggest issue and setback right now. So until then, we have to use firearms, and most of my tribe are not comfortable with firearms.
You know, the last time I actually got to shoot a bow, I was a kid. That used to be so much fun.
Bird actually watched me do a lot of it.
I was going to say that one of the things that I do enjoy doing is crafting. Be able to make use of my time gathering resources and such, as Mateo has seen. But that said, I haven't noticed a forge dearly close to Strawberry.
I've actually reached out to the governor's office. We do have a forge on the... It's more of a blacksmith setup, but it's on the back side of the stables.
Are we able to actually use it as a forge, sir?
No, sir, not yet. I think we need to get a few things lined out with the governor's office, but I'm going to see if I can get that accomplished.
See, that's one of the other things I wanted to get it established with the governor's office. Once, if we can get Big Valley as an actual reservation for the Blackfoot. I don't want a hunter's table here. I don't want a butcher. I don't have no reason to have one of Strawberries just up the road.
Yes, sir.
I mean, hell, there's been many a times that I'll take, if I drop 2 wolves or if I drop 2 deer, I'll put one on the back of the horse and I'll run with the other one up to the Strawberry. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I would find that I would not want any more trespassers, for lack of a better term, in this territory.
Well, as it is, it's still a free country. Granted, if it does become my reservation, it becomes my territory. I'm not going to be one to keep people out. If they want to come meet the Blackfoot, they can. If they want to come learn about our ways, they're more than welcome to. We're not as savage as people think we are.
No, sir. But a lot of folks, they, especially migrating, I know they've had some had issues with other tribes, but I
See,
don't.
the biggest thing about me is I'm only half Blackfoot. I had to learn my native ways years ago when I was living with the Wapiti, and then I split off with the Wapiti with my first wife, Gigaby, and then we decided to make the Blackfoot Tribe instead.
Gotcha.
It just felt right for us to settle down and make our own thing because that's what our parents wanted us to do.
Yes, sir.
And then Lily V here is stood by my side every day afterwards. She's, and in lack of better sense, she's my moral compass when it comes to, I hate to use the word because two gentlemen are nice and all, but it's what we refer to people as. She's my moral compass when it comes to outsiders.
Yes, sir.
And I will tell you, I've had a really bad experience with outsiders once they discovered that I was Blackfoot.
Well, I do hope that we won't ever have to cross that bridge. I hope we can work together. And just thinking of it now, since you've already been in contact with the governor's office, I'll send a letter over to the governor and see if he approves the reservation, if we can add into the county ordinances the protection of the moose and the black bear here within the reservation boundaries.
Because that's one of our bylaws. If we don't mind people hunting, but we do have something in there that if you harm the sacred animals or horses or working animals, it's still the same as harming an individual because we look at animals as higher.
Yes, sir.
So if you intentionally kill my moose or kill my black bear, that's murder, and that is actually can be seen as the death penalty to the Blackfoot people.
Yes, sir. Well,
I can support that 100%.
and especially once the reservation is officialized, then it'd fall under its own laws.
Because here, let me give you a piece of the map, and I'll show you. This is the territory that we want.
Yes, sir.
Just gotta find your nice little telegraph.
Yes, sir. It's right there near the top of the list.
That's the size of the reservation. And as you can tell, it's not as big as people think it is.
I gotcha. It really does cover just big valley.
It really does.
Well,
And everything past the road on the right side is all wooded and mountain terrain. Everything above, once you get to that nice big, what looks to be a clearing, that's all mountain pass and cave.
yes, sir. Well, if you believe it would help, I'd be willing to send the governor a letter and tell him that I support the reservation boundaries that you showed me.
Because he wanted to come out and look at it with the Chief Justice to see how big the place was.
Yes, sir. I'll reach out to him and send him a letter. Let him
We're
know.
patient. Yeah, we're patient people.
Yes, sir.
But we've been here for, 3-4 days now. I haven't seen a soul in Big Valley.
No, sir. Our road pass headed towards.
Down here to bug you.
Yeah, besides you.
I definitely like what we've discussed tonight. I think we have a lot of potential to be of help and good use to all of us.
But the biggest thing when it comes down to the reservation, what I want to do is actually turn the reservation itself, not just as a reservation, like hanging dog here. It's not just going to be a place for our people to lay our heads down to sleep. It's also going to be a place for them to craft, to work. If you want to come and trade with the Blackfoot, come to the reservation itself and trade with us. We're going to turn it into a trading post as well. We're not opposed to bringing outsiders in if they want to learn, as long as they keep their, hands off their guns.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate it very much. Thank you for the hospitality. Unfortunately, Prudence called me elsewhere. I will have to depart shortly. I'm going to try to make it to the nearest stable. But all of you know how to reach me, and if there's anything that I can do, please feel free to do so.
Of course. Thank you, Locke.
Well, thank you all so very much. Nateo, it was a pleasure to trade with you as always.
You have a good one there, Mr. Law.
You too, sir. Sheriff, take care, sir.
You be good, sir.
Anyway, you're my boss. It's whatever you want me to do.
And as long as he's fine with you having jurisdiction over here, I see no issues with it. When you're home, this is still your property.
Yes, sir.
So, does that mean I need to still clock out and I have to deal with you with tribal matters?
If you're dealing with it here, I see no reason to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
And
wouldn't.
then you would be considered West Elizabeth at that point. You're basically becoming a dual deputy.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
I'll,
Wait, that means if there's a robbery on this side, you have to go all the way from Lemoyne.
I have no problem doing that. How many times have I gone from Sanity to fucking Blackfoot? After all, it was a fucking undersheriff.
Man, and honestly, I really think it'll work out good. Like I said, you'll be a tremendous help to me, especially watching through this area. And I don't expect you to be out on patrol all the time and things like that, but if you'll be my eyes and my ears through this area up here, because I just have me and Mr. Law right now.
I have no problem with that. I only have one stipulation when I'm working up here.
Yes, sir.
We're going to tell you, when I'm working down in Lemoyne, I have a specific uniform that I wear.
Yes, sir.
When I'm here at home, I'm in my normal clothes. Everybody knows me as Mateo. I would prefer people not to know that I'm part of the sheriff's office at the moment. And I still wear my native attire when I'm working with West Elizabeth.
I respect that, and I can work with that. I would only ask one thing of you.
What's up?
If you need to deal with any folks in official capacity.
Oh, I'll announce I'm the sheriff. That.
Excellent. That's the only thing I ask of you.
No, if I have to deal with somebody in official capacity, I will announce that West Elizabeth Sheriff Department.
That I think we can work out no problem. I'm waiting on the blacksmith to get me keys. Had to get the locks changed on everything. But as soon as I get those...
Wait for that. You need to find the old wise man. He will be able to give you 50 keys for your sheriff's office. He did that for us.
Well, yeah, that's what I was believing I needed to do, and then I was told I need to get in touch with another gentleman, so I've got to track him down, hopefully, here in just a little bit. But we'll get it all lined out. But as soon as I get those keys, I'll get one dropped off down here for you. That way, if somebody needs to be tossed into one of my holding cells,
I have no problem with it.
and I'll give you the same benefits that I give to all my deputies. If they deal with something and collect a fine, you're welcome to keep 50% of it. I just ask the other go to the office, because that's how I pay for all of the horses and firearms for my deputies.
Understandable.
But my deputies have full authority and discretion. They decide how situations are dealt with.
Well, I will tell you, I'm very calculated when I have to do something.
Excellent.
After
That
all,
scares me sometimes.
I'm the one that trained her.
I want my deputies to be fair and respectful to all. I understand.
Fair, but I just don't like to be used.
I respect that, and I'll do everything in my power to prevent that from ever happening.
Might as well tell them right now.
Who said I haven't talked to him about it right on the way here?
Of course you did.
Yeah, and like I said, Nateo, if there is anything that your people need, and you need any assistance in trying to get it accomplished, let me know. I'm more than happy to help.
Currently, right now, the biggest thing that we're waiting on is our treaty to see if we can get that signed. But I understand things are going to take time. I have no problem waiting it out. But we're not going to just be run out of here either.
Yes, sir. To my knowledge, this land is not been officially claimed or even looked at by any other person.
No, the only thing that I even saw that would be beneficial is the ranch that's down the way. That's off of the borders that I posted for what we want. We
Yes,
left that open for outsiders just to be able to have a ranching system over there if they wanted to take horses. Because Key and V would tell you for the past 3 days before I bought my horse, I'd go out here in the big valley and I'd catch wild horses on a daily basis just to be able to get around.
Nice.
And I don't rope them to catch them.
Really?
I can actually show you.
That would be quite the sight to see.
Guess you've never seen a man walk up to a horse, pat it on the side, and jump on his back, have you?
I've seen a few men try, but it never worked out very well for them, I'll say that. I've had to carry many a man down to the doctor's office after trying that.
It's the thing about natives. You respect the animal, the animal respects you.
Yes, sir. My granddaddy always said that everything is intertwined in one giant circle.
Between the mother tree and the creator.
We each have our purpose on this world, and eventually we will all leave this world.
Some sooner than others, unfortunately.
Yes, sir. You know, and honestly, you talking about letting folks that want to learn your ways. Perhaps we can find time you could share some knowledge and wisdom.
I have nothing but time.
Maybe you can throw one of the fancy parties out in the fields again.
What, another bonfire?
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about it. I was thinking about doing a bonfire celebration at the trading houses.
That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
Never been to a party unless you got to a native one. Especially if you're gonna take a
Keep
horse.
your clothes on, that would be great.
Speaking of horses,
We got a few out in front.
You got a couple of
Buckskin one, that one's so pretty.
you got a couple of beautiful horses out in that pasture.
which color you want?
Is that spider out there?
That is spider.
Which color you want?
Oh. Your wife was talking about that buckskin one. Why don't you see if that will let you catch her?
You want the white one, the silver too?
Yes, sir.
Sheriff, I already wrote on this card here about he'll be doing duel. If you want to add on what permissions he's got from you, just so there's no confusion.
He'll have full authority as a deputy.
Alright, just with full authority. So make sure these are put in, so if any of the judges ask, we've already kind of got that already situated and set away.
And I'll pay your office his hourly rate when he needs to work up here.
Well, let's leave it to the new blood because she was already working on it.
I kind of want to go out and grab one now.
She is so patient in her approach.
You have to be those horses. But this is how we natives tame our horses. You rope a horse, jump on its back, and break it that way. It's never going to respect you. But you be careful with it. Calm. Feed it. And there goes V.
She's got to do it now.
She saw a buckskin she wants.
Alright, all that's put in. He should be set to go.
Excellent. This is just fascinating to watch. Other than that horse nodding his head, he's not even spooked or anything.
The valley will give you a good, peaceful feeling.
You see how gentle he's being with her.
Got a wind yet?
I said the horse is being gentle with Spider.
That is truly amazing.
Why break their spirit? You can befriend them and they trust you better.
He's not spooked. He's not upset. He's just walking along like it's an everyday thing.
And there's our sacred moose.
I've only ever had one bad interaction with a moose, and I startled the hell out of the thing.
You did not want me kicked by that thing. I tried sneaking up on him once to try to pet it. Yeah, bad idea.
I was...
Had to clean me up after that.
Oh,
Never touch the moose. Always give it wide berth.
Why would you say hi?
you know, I was trying to get a little headway on a pack of wolves. Turned around a boulder in the mountains, and that moose just happened to be standing right there.
She is.
Such a beautiful horse.
Nice too.
And just so calm.
It might have been that I guess it dried within the half an hour, but nice and calm nevertheless.
I do believe...
You might want to step back.
Oh,
I won't be shooting this way. So, you remember how I told you that I'm one of the better shots that we have?
yes, sir.
Pumpkin or watermelon?
Ooh, watermelon.
Watch out, baby.
Beautiful.
He's just with the fire stick, sir. Wait until he has bow and arrow.
No, here's the bad part. his horse.
Oh, let me get on Midnight over here.
Last thing I want to do is put an axe in a horse. I have to aim a little higher for that one.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of practice.
Midnight, quit. Easy, boy. Easy. Here we go. Easy, boy. Easy.
Those throwing axes are different than the tomahawks. Weight's off.
Atta boy. Good boy. Good boy.
I lost sight of the one I actually wanted.
Come over here, Midnight. Get your butt out of the way.
Saw the one I wanted, but I lost it. Sad.
Oh, okay. Same color as the one.
I remember the like golden one that Mateo gave me the other day.
The one I gave you yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it again, but I lost track of it.
I told you I'll get you one, baby.
Amen.
I hate falling asleep.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
How do you think I feel when
I know.
So, Kay, since you're still the shop,
Yes, sir.
Can I come with?
When's the last time you prayed to the mother tree?
A while ago.
This is the heart of our valley.
Rumor has it this tree got hit by lightning years ago. I don't know how true that is, but
May have been hit by lightning, but is still very much alive. Place your hand
Go.
on the base of the trunk of the tree and tell me what you feel.
it's hard to explain. I feel the texture of the bark, the wind rushing across my hand. It's I can't think of any good way to explain it.
It's the creator at your fingertips.
I've always been a man of few words, but Mateo, I don't think I can ever say that I was truly at a loss for words.
As soon as your hand touches the tree, you feel the valley, you feel the wind, you feel the water, you feel the animals, the calmness, the peace. This is what we protect. This is our way of life that we guide by. We follow the Mother Tree's guidance as well as the Creator. For without either one of them, we wouldn't be here.
Mateo, I do believe that there's a lot to be learned. Truly.
There's always something to be learned. That's the beautiful thing about life. You never stop learning.
Yes, sir.
Even if you make mistakes, you learn from it.
That is always the important thing.
The only time that you stop learning is when that mistake costs you your life. And then you've learned the ultimate thing. Don't jump in front of a bullet.
Yes, sir. I guess I can't say that I ever truly learned that lesson in life.
Oh, I have.
Trust me, I haven't either.
I've got a scar on my lower chest.
How many bullets have you had to pull out of me, V?
Do I want to count?
Not really.
She had to pull bullets out of you. I had to feed you when your jaw was wired shut.
Yeah, you did have to do that.
Yeah, I was the one who had to rewire your jaw when you decided to take it out.
Well, I'm sorry that, somebody decided to have to wire my jaw shut while I was sitting in Sisika for 18 years.
Blame Monokona for that one.
Wow.
I can't really stop it on the carpet.
Yeah.
But I will be honest with you. I do have trust issues when it comes to outsiders.
I understand.
And my biggest thing was because someone who I thought was a friend, somebody that I thought I could trust, gave me an order to do something under a federal order, and then decided to throw me under the carriage and use me as the scapegoat. For 18 years, I sat in Sisika Penitentiary for something that I didn't even do.
Mateo, I know we just met, and I know you have no reason to trust me any different from some other random person who showed up at your gates. But something you should know about me. I've been a lawman my whole life. What matters to me, regardless of the situation, is to protect those who cannot protect themselves, to treat people fairly, regardless of the crime they've committed. I am not their judge, jury, or executioner. I am the man who keeps the peace.
Sometimes we have to be the executioner.
Unfortunately, it does happen. But that is not my purpose on this world. I just want to create a safe world where people can live their lives as they want. Able to make a living, take care of their family. Hell, maybe someday I'll get to have that same privilege and have a family of my own. But I've lived by the badge and the gun my whole life. I've killed men, many of which I didn't want to.
Unfortunately, I've had to do the same thing. I've lived by nothing but the badge, and V and Geek can both tell you that I was happy living the life of the badge, not having to deal with a whole lot. And again, the entire state was where I was working. But then one day, in my darkest times, I needed the only people that were there for me was my family. Ruba, Guy, V, Hunt, Murphy. Everyone else looked at me as a monster for the crimes that I supposedly did when I was under federal orders. They used my native ways. They used me as a native to do something, and then threw me away like I was trash afterwards.
And then didn't bat an eye when those who were involved had family members being targeted.
Mm-hmm.
Mateo, that
Mateo sent me into hiding with the Blackfoot Tribe. Only because we had children at that time.
I was
My
even
brother couldn't do
exiled.
shit about it. I was being targeted because he was involved and they wanted me to get to him.
I remember.
And the bad thing was, is while I was, when I got sentenced to Sisika, I was even exiled from my tribe for it.
That truly breaks my heart. If a man is guilty of a crime, then yes, they should answer for it. But I believe there has to be proof.
Oh, I'm not going to say that I wasn't guilty, but when you were given an order by a federal agent to do whatever it takes to get information from an individual, and then they decide to say, well, you went too far, yet they could have fucking stopped it. There's a problem.
Mateo, you were following your orders.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I do not like federal agents.
Well, I've had several bad interactions with the federal agents myself in other states. I even hunted several of them. I was hated for it. But at the end of the day, everyone realized I was hunting them because they had committed a crime. And they had to be brought to justice. And it was my duty to bring them before the judge and the jury. Regardless of being a federal officer or not, we have laws, we have constitutions, and those must be protected for all persons at all times. Because without those founding ideals, we would not be what we are today.
True. It's not the reason why Riddle won't let me have a bow when I'm working.
Yeah, I have no issue you carrying a weapon that you are capable with. You've already demonstrated you're an excellent marksman. I want you to take care of things that happen in front of you, yes. But don't let those potentially put your family or an innocent person at risk.
I understand. Yeah, I'll work for Lemoyne, and I'll work for West Elizabeth.
I appreciate that. Just, can you promise me one thing?
Yeah.
Because when you're here, you're supposed to be home and getting to enjoy time with your family and your lovely wives. Don't feel like you gotta work all the time. Spend time.
I'll take time off, trust me. Anytime that I'm taking a Pels or something up to Strawberry, I'll look around Strawberry and look around Blackwater, because I'm at Blackwater quite often here and there.
Yes, sir. And that right there is the biggest help to me that I could ever ask for. Somebody to help protect this county when I can't be here. Mr. Law is an excellent deputy.
He is.
And he does everything within his power to protect this county when I'm not here. I love this county and all the people within it.
That's why me and my family moved here. Out of everywhere in the state, Big Valley is the prettiest place to be.
That it is. And if we all work together, we can make it truly the best place to live in this great state of ours.
I mean, we're standing here beside the mother tree. You have deer, elk, and pronghorn just watching.
Yes,
Not
sir.
even bothered.
And I've taken a lot of your time tonight, Mateo. I do apologize for that.
Oh, you're fine.
I better let you get back to enjoying some time with your family.
Yeah, because unfortunately, here in the upcoming week or whatnot, these two are going to get busy.
Yeah, so you better
Don't remind me, please.
that means you better make the best of the time you got now.
Yeah, because my lovely wife, V, she's now part of the New Austin Rangers.
I need to get down to see Chief Davis.
And my lovely
Should
wife,
still
Gee,
be around.
and my lovely wife, Gee here, she's actually going to be part of the medical board.
Excellent.
And more than likely, I'm going to have her stationed in Strawberry.
That would be wonderful. And Strawberry is the office that I use as our main one.
It's a pretty office.
It
Trust
is.
me. In the old states, I preferred staying in the Strawberry office.
I'm hoping to eventually find a police chief and a couple of officers to work specifically Blackwater. Once I get that accomplished, then I hope to really just focus on the rest of the county. We'll support them any way we can, but
Just,
You need to talk to Chief Lillian. I'm fairly certain I can get in contact with her for you.
I will tell you one thing, though. So,
yes, sir.
if what was posted on the notice board is true, in a week's time, you're going to be hella busy.
Yeah. It very well could be, but we'll do what we can to...
Have you ever come across a pirate before?
a handful of times.
Don't tell
Yeah.
me when he's coming.
Apparently somebody posted a nice little calling card of hers in Saint Denis, saying in a week's time the Queen will return from her voyage.
Great.
I'll say this, keep your sidearms loaded and your head on a swivel.
I'm gonna tell you now, don't cross that one.
I have met
dealt with her.
V, how many attempted murder charges did she rack up in a week's time?
I don't want to remember. It was at least 10.
If she tells you not to enter her store when she's rolling it, don't enter her store, because
Please don't.
her brother, he told me the story of it on his day that he was getting his final evaluation as a recruit in previous state. His deputy that he was with told him to breach the store. Pirate told him not to, or shit's gonna go south.
Right.
The man decided to breach, shot at her with a revolver. She popped out from behind a counter and shot him square in the chest with a sawed-off shotgun.
Ow.
Yeah. She then tossed the man outside to hunt and said, "Take your fucking fallen and leave."
Damn.
She is cold.
Well,
She's nice as hell, apparently, to people when she's not working, but when she's working, she's cold.
I've dealt with her on several occasions. She is fairly nice when she's not, robbing the store, but once she went through her store, well, I feel bad for you.
She also takes very keen, I guess would be the word, V, to us natives.
Yeah, she liked the Wapiti a lot. Not sure how Kanye liked her, but she liked the Wapiti a lot.
But I will
Kanye
give
tolerated her.
I'll give you some advice. Her two favorite places to hit: Rhodes General Store She loves hitting roads and she loves hitting strawberry.
Damn. Well,
She's hit Blackwater a couple times.
She's
But
hit
it's not a
Blackwater
top.
Bank.
No, she's at the general store.
if you ever happen across me with a bullet hole, I grew up down in Texas. Worked quite a lot of time in New Mexico, out there at Santa Fe. While I was down there, I very much came to the liking of the naturalist and herbalistic aspects of the medicine that were running around. So, yeah.
Speaking of, you have a lot of shit to give you that Runa's shoved in my pocket.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
she's given a lot of herbs.
Yeah. My pocket's like half plants.
And if
I will
y'all
get
ever
them.
need help gathering herbs and whatnot, I have all my deputies looking when they're out on patrol.
We
The
could
valley.
always use them in the doctor's office.
Yeah, the valley is very plentiful. It's very plentiful for herbs and mining.
Earlier I was out looking, I found Indian tobacco, English mace, ginseng, a couple of different sages.
Oh, secret.
I don't want to list the shit that Runa gave me.
Nah, did she find more than normal?
It took her a good 10 minutes to put it all in my pockets.
She
Oh, wow.
She gave her a lot of shit. She was looking for cooking herbs.
Yeah. Hope you have room in your pockets there, sis.
No, you wouldn't know how to make a bowstring, would you?
Probably do.
No, sir, I unfortunately don't.
Because I have my elder Olakona as well as my new blood spider. I'm having them do our crafting for us, and the only thing we're missing to make our bows is a bowstring. We can't figure out how to make those.
You know, it might be worth your time to check out the old Wapiti Reservation.
Well, see, we've been up to the big reservation to make everything that we need to over there. We just don't know how to make the bowstrings. We can't figure out what we need because it doesn't give us an option in our crafting books to make bowstrings.
You might, and he's hard to catch, but you might even keep your eyeballs out for a gentleman they call the Wise Old Man. Perhaps he could shed a little light.
Hopefully.
But catching him up there is going to be the hard part.
Yeah. Also, V, there's your ammo. I told you I was going to get you.
Thank you.
Y'all, it has been a true pleasure tonight. I best ride back into Strawberry.
I'd wait till daylight.
We'll have to chance it with the wolves tonight, unfortunately.
Well, I'll go with you to make sure nothing happens.
I appreciate that, but you need to spend some time with these lovely ladies.
Me
I'll be
too.
fine.
I'll ride with you.
See?
I don't mind riding along. Here, Key, I'll give you a ride up to the ranch. Because I know you can barely see at night.
You know, Big Valley's beautiful even under the moonlight.
It is. This is why we like to live here. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's pretty. It's not distant. It's full of life, unlike most reservations that are around.
Right.
I love it.
I've raised 4 kids here. Oh, I've raised 3 fully, and then I'm still raising 1.
Nice. Come on over here, Midnight.
Say it one more time. Yeah, where's your horse at? Alright, I'll go take a look.
Alright, we'll be right back, babe.
Okay.
I just hope we don't run it. You haven't seen any grizzlies out here, have you?
I usually come in the wooded areas.
As I was going up to check the mountains the other day, and I ran across one right as I was crossing into the mountains.
Yeah, usually they're around the wooded sides.
I've spent many a night out on roads like this, in the fog, all alone.
Hell, you don't want to come to the valley in the fall.
But it will definitely make you think about your mortality.
But as you can see, the valley's not as wide as people want to believe. The rest of the damn shit is all wooded, rocky. Ain't nothing over there for anybody.
Right. And for the longest time, I lived in a little tree cabin just north of Big Valley.
No one over there surrounded by the grizzly bear. You do a lot of lasso hunting.
Quite a bit.
It's better than you don't waste a bullet.
Well, that, and it tends to keep the hides a lot nicer. It makes the butchers want to give you a little bit more money for it.
Yeah, you take a deer to kill a deer with a lasso and a knife. Take it up to Strawberry, you'll get paid $12 for the carcass and for the pelts.
Nice. Ooh.
Take an elk up to Strawberry, you get paid 14 and the carcass just lays in my field of rods.
Yeah, and all that's going to do is attract more predators, and we don't need that.
Exactly. Is $2 really worth it when you can carry a deer for 12 and you can make sure that everything's used?
And no point in letting good meat go to waste.
Exactly. If we could harvest the deer things that lay there, it'd be a lot better. What the fuck?
Oh, sometimes the train has issues.
Hey, yeah, but it's missing cars.
Yeah, not really sure what happens when that goes on, but I do hope we can find us a night, and perhaps we can sit around the campfire and enjoy a nice piece of meat. And
Yeah, I'm awake most of the time.
excellent. I'll gotta go take care of. Oops. There we go. Sorry, my head was having some issues there.
I hear wolves.
Yeah, it sounds like they're off to the right there. There's been a pretty large pack hanging out near this road.
Yeah, I got attacked by a pack of 16 earlier.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna complain, it's a good paycheck.
that's true, but I'd feel a lot better if I had a good old bolt-action rifle instead of this damn repeater.
Oh, you can. I know where to buy one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can buy them in Ansburg and Armadillo, but you can also get the bolt action at Gunsmith. You can catch him.
That's kind of what I was figuring. Just find a gunsmith. Usually they can get you a little better price.
Oh, the Gunsmith will pay
Howdy.
you for like I think it's 60 for the bolt action.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, especially when you have to pay 120 to 140 for bolt action locals.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that was border. I'm not sure.
No telling. Well, I tell you, be careful out there, and if you need anything, let me know. It's been a real pleasure tonight.
Oh, it's good to meet you, Sheriff.
Be safe out there, and I hope to see you around here shortly.
I'm around usually all the time.
Excellent.
I don't sleep much.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow I'll be around quite a bit. It's my nights off.
Understandable.
Well, you have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you here in a little while.
You as well.